Hey guys, welcome to Wise Trade. So right away, how many times has this happened to you? You spot this great long trade opportunity at key support and enter long, expecting price to go up. But then what happens? It goes in the opposite direction and you lose money. You spot this great short trade opportunity at key resistance and enter short, expecting price to go down. But then what happens? It goes in the opposite direction and you lose money. This occurs again and again and again until you are flat broke. I'm sure you've all experienced this.
There's a simple reason this occurs, and it is because you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. And as a result, you are guessing when entering trades.
We are going to show you how to get around this problem. The same strategy over 100,000 of our members use, many of which who have gone on to do some crazy numbers.
This is an entirely new program we just created and released.
This info will never be available on our YouTube channel, as we have revamped our entire program. Now, 2 quick points. First, this program is focused on price action, meaning it works on all asset classes you trade. Whether you trade stocks, currencies, crypto, forex, this price action strategy works on all these asset classes. And second, this program is designed for speed, meaning once you finish, you can jump right into trading and start fighting these setups right away. No months and months of studying, you finish the program and get right to trading instantly. So let's dive right into it. Now, we've covered this formula on our channel, but this isn't the exact same, as we'll be showing you additional parts to it that won't ever make it to our channel.
First, we look for an area of high confluence, which is an area where many traders have their eye on to enter trades. Then once price reaches this area of high confluence,
look for price action forming and reacting to the area of confluence.
If both steps 1 and 2 are satisfied, you then make it to step 3, which is to look for a trend change confirmation
and time frame confluence.
Then, if all of steps 1, 2, and 3 are satisfied,
then you go to the intraday timeframes to use our precision, entry, exit, and trade management strategy. Because even after all the previous steps are satisfied, you don't just jump into a trade blindly. There is a very specific spot and place you need to enter at. Then, you need to set up the entry and manage it to maximize profits and limit risk. Without this part, your trade can easily fail. So let's go through this formula right on the charts.
So again, step 1 of the formula is to find an area of high confluence. As a recap, an area of high confluence is somewhere where many traders have their eye on to enter trades, which increases the probability of a profitable trade. This here is your area of high confluence because of the following factors. 1, it is a level of support as it acted as both support here through this bounce and resistance here through these bounces. So if price reacted to this level in the past, there is a chance price can react and reverse from it again. 2, the 50 EMA also lines up perfectly at this area. And remember that the 50 EMA can act as a form of support. In this example, you have support and resistance traders watching this area to enter long, and moving average traders watching this area to enter long. So this area where many traders are watching for trade opportunities makes it an area of high confluence and presents a long trade opportunity as price can bounce from here. So after you have identified your area of high confluence in step 1, you then move to step 2 of the formula, which is to look for price action to occur through candlestick patterns forming at this area of high confluence. Candlestick patterns forming at the area of high confluence shows that price is actually reacting to the area of high confluence. Without the reaction, there is no trade opportunity, as price is not respecting the area this time around. In this case here, what you got was these multiple candlesticks right here not breaking through, and with the wicks sticking out, which shows a reaction to the 50 EMA and the level of support. Again, a reaction is not an automatic trade long, because price can stall at this level and still break right through. So this is why you need step 3, which is a trend change confirmation. After you had candlesticks that formed at your area of high confluence, you need price action to show you that the short-term downtrend is over and that the new uptrend can begin. An easy way to look for a trend change confirmation is to put a trend line over the immediate trend like this, and to wait for a breakout to occur, which you got through this bullish momentum candle. And once that happens, it confirms that the immediate downtrend is over and that the buyers have indeed stepped in long at this key area. And then this is when you would want to look for trade entries long, which is step 4. Now, there are a lot of ways to enter your trade once you know your directional bias. What we use is a key tool to enter the market with extreme accuracy that gives us a huge advantage over other traders. This is a key tool all our members have access to, which we will discuss further in this video. Now, moving on. So again, step 1. Here is your area of high confluence because you have your key support level here because price reacted to this level in the past through these 2 reversals, meaning that there is a possibility that price will bounce and reverse from this level again. The 50 EMA also lines up perfectly at this area, and the 50 EMA can act as support and cause a potential bounce or reversal. Also, the trend line lines up perfectly right here as well, meaning price can potentially bounce from this trend line and reverse. All these factors make this an area of high confluence, which presents a long trade opportunity as price can bounce from here. After we identify this area of high confluence, we move on to step 2, which is to look for price action candlesticks to form at this area. In step 2, the price action candlesticks we got was this perfect long wick candle that reacted to the key level of support, to the 50 EMA, and to the trend line. Notice the long wick of the candle sticking out, showing that price is indeed reacting to the area and cannot break through. Again, a reaction does not mean a trade because price can react to the area and still break right through, which brings us to step 3. We need a trend change confirmation. So what we do is we put a trend line onto the immediate trend like this. And once we got the bullish candle that broke through the trend line, we would start looking for trade entries long, which then brings us to step 4. We start looking for long trade entries as we have our directional bias confirmed as up and long. And we do this using our key entry strategy and key entry tool, which we'll get into. Now, these setups that we have been showing you occur over and over and over again. Again, area of confluence because of the trend line, the resistance level, and the 50 EMA all crossing. You then got 2 perfect long wick candles reacting to the area. And once you had an intraday trend change and a breakdown candle, you would take a trade entry short. Again, here was your area of confluence through the trend line and level of support. You then had a perfect long wick candle that reacted to the area. And once you had your intraday trend change and breakout candle, you would then take a trade entry long. Again, area of confluence here because of the key trend line and key resistance level. You then had an inside bar, and once you had your intraday trend change and breakdown candle, you would take a trade short. Again, here was your area of confluence through the trend line and the area of resistance. You then had multiple candlesticks reacting to the area. And once you had your intraday trend change and breakdown candle, you would take a trade short. These setups occur over and over and over again, regardless of what is going on in the market and in the world. So before we get into our exact entry strategy, let's answer 2 questions you probably have. Why do you need step 3, which is the trend change confirmation? So let's say you notice price came down and reversed from here drastically. So you drew in your key level of support. Once price came back down, you notice this candle with the wick sticking out, showing that price is indeed reacting to this level. And this was then followed by an inside bar candle, which is a reversal candle. Now, the average trader would think this is a great trade. Let's jump in long. But you are not an average trader at this point. Taking a trade long here, just because of a candlestick forming at a key level, is guessing. We don't want to guess. We want confirmation. Don't forget that this is a moving downtrend. What we would have wanted to see is price break this trend line, which would be step 3, before we started looking for long entries. Without that break, there would be no trade, and that is clear through how price continued downwards. Price didn't truly reverse until it finally broke the trend line here, where this bullish momentum candle formed. In a situation like this, there would be no trade, as the formula was broken and you would pass on this trade. The key to trading is not taking every single possible setup. Knowing when not to enter a trade is just as important as knowing when to enter a trade. So another question you probably have is, what if you can't put a trend line onto the immediate trend? So again, this was your area of high confluence. Once price got to this area, you had multiple candlesticks reacting to the level through the wicks sticking out, which shows a potential long trade. The issue is that it is difficult to put a trend line onto this immediate trend because price is moving too tight without clear swing highs and swing lows. If you were to force a trend line on, it would be inaccurate and too tight and would cause what is called a fake out or a false breakout, which would result in low quality trades. So what we do to get around this problem is we need to use a lower time frame so that we can look into this immediate trend and actually see the swing highs and swing lows and the movement of price. So let's look at this exact same trend here, but using a lower time frame. So on the left here is the higher time frame we were just looking at, and on the right side is the exact same chart using a lower time frame. And this trend here is the same trend here. But now notice how on this lower time frame we can actually see the movement of price and the swing highs and swing lows. On this lower time frame, we can put a clear trend line onto the immediate trend. And once we had a clean break, we would then start looking for trade entries long using our key entry tool and strategy. So now let's get into step 4 of the formula, which is our trade entry. So after you find your area of high confluence, had price action at this key area, had your trend change confirmation,
you still need the final step, which is the key entry, exit, and trade management strategy. Without this final key part, even with all the other parts of the strategy satisfied, the trade can still fail. These are the questions you should be asking yourself, and the questions we answer in this program. Where exactly do you place your precision entry? Where do you place your profit target so that your trade can actually hit it fast? What is your course of action if price doesn't hit your profit target? Where do you put your stop loss so that you don't get stopped out before the trade goes in your favor? Where to put your stop loss to maximize gains, but also limit risk? How much do you risk per trade? How do you manage your stop loss once the trade goes in your favor? How do you manage your stop loss once it hits your profit target? Do you close it out, move it into profit, scale out? How do you add to a winning position? What if you exit too early and the trade goes on and you leave a ton of money on the table? These are just some of the many questions you should be asking yourself, and the questions that we answer for you in this program. Trading isn't as simple as finding high quality trades. That is only a small part of the whole picture of being a profitable trader. We'll show you exactly how to do this all in this program. Now, there's something special we're only including for a limited time. There is a secret tool we use for precision entries and gives us and our members a huge advantage over other traders. It is pretty unfair actually. So here are some trades we took using this exact strategy we have been showing you in this video. So we identified this area of high confluence as this was a key support level and the 50 EMA lined up perfectly, which presented a long trade opportunity as price could bounce from here. We then waited to see if a candlestick would form, which we got through this perfect long wick candle, showing that price is indeed reacting to this key area. We then wanted to look for a trend change confirmation on this trend. The problem was that the price movement here was too tight and we couldn't see the swings. So we needed to use a lower time frame to look for our trend change. So here on the lower time frame, this is the same downtrend we saw on the higher time frame. This here was your trend change confirmation through these 3 factors: the trend line break, the bullish momentum candle, and price making a higher high. We then took a trade entry long using our key entry strategy and tool, and this trade is already running in profit. So moving on. So we identified our key area of support, as every time price got here, it reversed drastically, and is the extreme swing low and lowest point price has reached in recent time.
We then had a perfect, very long wick candle form, showing the price is again reacting to this level, which created a long trade opportunity. Again, price here is too tight to look for a trend change, so we go down to a lower time frame to find our trend change price action. Here on the lower time frame, this was your same support level we identified on the higher time frame, and this is your same downtrend. But notice how we can actually see the swings of price now on this lower time frame. We then were able to apply a trend line onto this immediate trend. And once price broke out with the momentum candle and making a higher high, we took a trade entry long using our key entry tool and strategy. The trade is now running in profit and our stop loss is already moved into profit, meaning past our entry point, and the trade is completely risk-free. So next, this was a key area of resistance and an extreme swing high on the higher time frames. We also had a double top form. Then we had multiple candlesticks reacting and failing to break through. Once we had our trend line break on the lower time frame, we took an entry short using our entry strategy and tool, and the trade is now running in profit.
Now, here's the thing. The strategy we've shown you on our YouTube channel and here today is only one of the strategies we use. There are many other advanced strategies, techniques, and concepts we all use that are killer and that we will never release on our YouTube channel. These are the same strategies over 100,000 of our members use day in and day out, many of which who have gone on to do some crazy numbers. So here's exactly what will be included in this program. First is our catalog of premium trading videos, meaning a ton of video content designed to speed up your learning process. Next is the Trading Foundation series. This covers all the basics to get you on the same page as us, as the basics you find somewhere else online aren't the same and might not be required for this program. Next is the Advanced Price Action series. These are all the advanced lessons and techniques to take your trading to the next level. Next, the Swing Trading Strategies. These are strategies designed for more passive traders, people who don't like to be in front of the screen all day. These trades can also be taken right from your phone. Next is the Day Trading Strategies. These strategies are designed for more active traders, people who like spending more time in front of the screen, which also presents more trading opportunities. These strategies use the lower time frames and are built for speed and for a more active, aggressive trading style.
Now, we have a few bonus items only available right now as part of this limited time promo, meaning once the promo ends, they won't be included in the purchase. First, we are including the secret entry tool that our members and us use, and that will give you an unfair advantage for taking precision entries. It's like having a cheat code. Again, once the promo ends, we're removing it, and you won't be able to find and access it again. The next bonus item we're including is the massive over 100-page Patterns Trading Master Guide that gives you every pattern combination and variation and shows you exactly how to enter, exit, and stop loss placement. No need to memorize the over 100 pattern combinations and variations. Just open up the doc, find the pattern, and it'll tell you exactly what to do next. For a limited time, this Patterns Trading Master Guide will be included for free as part of this bundle. Once the promo ends, we're going to be listing it for sale on our site for $197 on its own. Now, the next bonus item we are including is an official Wise Trade certificate, which is a certification we issue to you for completing the official Wise Trade program. You can use it on your resume or hang it up on your wall. To get this, once you complete the program, submit a request to our team, and once approved, we'll put your name on the certificate, signed by our headmasters, and issue it to you. Now, this bundle usually costs $997 without all the bonus items. But since this is a new program we just refined, for a limited time, you can access the entire bundle and all the bonus items for a one-time payment of $297. No monthly subscriptions, no upsells. That's it. A one-time payment of $297. And you have access for life and access to all future new content we add, new videos, updates, and changes.
So a few key points. This program is designed for speed, meaning once you finish, you can jump right into trading and start finding these setups right away. No months and months of studying. You go through the program and get right to trading instantly. This program is focused on price action, meaning it works on all asset classes, whether you trade stocks, currencies, crypto, forex. This price action strategy works on all asset classes. And you don't have to start with a large account, as brokers provide leverage. You could start as small as $100. This program is everything you need from beginning to end. Again, a one-time payment of $297 and you have access for life. And this promo won't be available for long. So click the button below and we'll see you on the inside. Talk soon.